Wonderful greetings, saints of God. I trust God and I believe so well that the grace of God is sufficient for us and that He is keeping us safe and strong, especially during this time of confusion, during this difficult moment, during this perilous time. Without any doubt, without any hesitation, I have just a few words to share with you this morning. I know my messages has always been a boring type because it is not the type of messages that that gratify the flesh. It's not the type of messages that give us assurance in this world of prosperity. It is not a message that that try to convince us that there is hope in our wrongdoings. Yeah, it's not a type of message, because the era of those type of messages are fast running out. Because Acts chapter 17 verse 30 to 31 was given as a guideline for you and I of the things that are going to start unfolding, the wrath of God that is going to descend on the children of disobedience. Don't be deceived. I know there are preachers all over that said there is nothing that once you have been loved by God, there is nothing you can do so that God can love you more. Yeah, because His love is unconditionally. Yeah, it is very true. That's why even Jesus came. He came for the sinners. He didn't come for the righteous people. But He gave us an assurance that only those that do His will and His commandment, that keep His commandment, are those that love Him. And they are the only set of people in which He will come to them with the Father and manifest Himself. People of God, I am not still here to convince you to believe what I am saying, because it's almost 4 years today. All my messages have been based on warnings, the revelation of Jesus, and the rejected gospel of the kingdom. Child of God, why should I stand to gain by exposing myself at this particular time to warn you and I, because the warning is also for me, on the time and season we are in right now? Because the most dangerous thing is going to be revealed, and that dangerous thing that is going to be revealed, it will cause many people to reject Jesus. Rejecting Jesus is not only the mark of the beast that will come and that will force people not to give up on their faith, but there are a series of things that are going to happen that is going to provoke your faith to drop. And one of those things are the promises that Jesus Himself gave to you and I in Matthew chapter 24. He said in Matthew 24, if you read very carefully, from verse 11 to 15, just all His ministry there was warning about what will happen. People will become lovers of themselves because of high rate of iniquity. Many false prophets shall arise. Remember, the portion of the false prophet that shall arise comes after the love of many has waxed cold. They will not come now with signs and wonders. And if care is not taken, even those that call themselves pastor, prophet, evangelist, teachers are going to fall into those categories of people that are going to be deceived. Remember what Jesus told us in Matthew chapter 7, from verse 7 to 21. All His mission there, His teaching was all about warnings, about people in sheep clothing. Listen and listen carefully. Since we don't want to believe truth, we still prefer to believe lies, as Apostle Paul warned us in his epistles, that we have cheap teachers that will teach us things that we want to hear. We have itching ears, we'll go after those teachers. Listen and listen carefully. Revelation chapter 2, chapter 3 is for you and I. When that time comes and you find them liars, especially Revelation chapter 2, from verse 2 to 7, he said, when you find out that those people that you put on your faith in and you have refused to go into the word of God and meditate, and those people should only be your guideline to Christ and to the life that apostles of old show and demonstrated with their life. If those gospel is not similar to them, you should not accept. And Revelation chapter 2 is telling you and I about the measures of things we usually do. And this thing that we always do in the past, in ignorance. God is expecting us that when we know the truth, we should come back and do the same work with the same measure. That's why Revelation chapter 2 was given to guide you and I. Remember Hebrews chapter 10, I repeat, verse 36 right up to 39. Jesus told us, and it was written by the apostles, that God will not find pleasure with anyone that's draw back. If your faith in God drop, because he's coming for people that have faith in him. That is why he said, when the Son of Man appear, will he find men that have faith on earth? Child of God, it is time for us to draw nearer to God, as James said in James chapter 4. Run to God so he may come to us when it is time. The time is fast kicking. Jesus told us, before the end will come, this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached into all the nations. All the nations. That means you will know the truth. You will not be exempted from the truth. For what? For a testimony against you and I on the last day. Mark the words of Jesus. You can reject all types of prophecy. You can reject all the words of all the prophets of old. But when it comes to the pronunciation of Jesus, he said, heaven and earth may pass away, but none of this my word shall not fulfill what he went out for. Child of God, I am not here to convince you. That is why all this thing I do is for free. Even my pages, like they block it, I will still create another one. Because I was warned. Love is what unites man and God. But that love is only in Jesus. You that know the truth and you refuse to speak out the truth, you are called lukewarm. And Jesus said, he has no business with you. You have received the life in him. What is the benefit of that life you have gotten in him? Is the fruit you are bringing out of that life. If you compromise your faith thinking it is love, there is Revelation chapter 3 for you. Stay blessed and have a beautiful day. We are trying to correct everything, but we don't want to do what Jesus has asked us to do. A time is coming when those in him will stand. Stay blessed and have a beautiful day again.